Everyone, Sweaty Zeus here, continuing the playthrough. We're currently about to do the tower in Caelid. There's a few items on these ledges here we're going to grab, but if you just want to get inside, you can just take this ladder up and then fast forward ahead to when I do that. Because most of these they're just minor consumables and runes and things like that. I don't think there's anything over here. Yeah. But I know one of these has a like a rune cluster. And if you go down to the bottom, you see those chairs and people down there. There's a smithing 9. If you didn't get, actually it's a somber smithing 9. You see those chairs down there by the branch. We grabbed that in one of our first episodes when we rode ahead to get upgrade materials, so we could power up one weapon really far ahead from where we're supposed to be in the game. If you haven't got that, be sure to pick it up because there's not a ton of those in the game. So. Yeah, okay. I think that is mostly it. You have to forgive me. I'm under the weather a little bit. I do believe it's allergies, but I'm getting murdered right now, so my voice is a little gone, and I might not be able to talk much. So, but I'm getting behind on these videos, so I need to go ahead and get them finished. Let's see. So we need to go up one more level, I think. Ooh, that one always scares me when you jump off the horse. So this is the part that goes up right here. I think there might be one more item over that way. It is just like consumable, if anything, so I'm not going to worry with it. But if you want to run over there and get that, there's not really anything up here that's all that important. And you can go ahead and get the grace and then try it if you want. It might be the best idea that way. If you fall, you don't have to start all over. Alright, so first off, we're going to go up top and activate the rune for Radon. If you're wondering why we didn't do the one in Liurnia, there is no rune to activate. The rune is the ability to do rebirth, basically. So we've already got that unlocked. It's there's a story element about how Runala, who's the head of the academy we fought, how she gave up her great rune. So you don't have to go activate anything on a tower like the other two we've completed as far as main bosses. I don't think this one's all that great. Still think Godric's is the best in the game by far, but this one's available too if you want to use it. Plus there's an item downstairs we're gonna go get and a boss fight. So we're here as much for that as we are to activate the great rune up top. Just interact with it. And there is Radon's great rune. I believe it, we'll take a look when we get down, but I believe it, instead of raising every stat by 5 points, I believe it raises 3 stats a little bit more. So it's more focused than the Godric rune. It'll raise your health quite a bit. Though when you compare it to the Godric rune, that's why I don't think it's any better, because it only raises your health a little bit more. But, you know, having every stat go up by 5 with Godric, you're doing more damage. You've got more carry weight, you've got more endurance, you know. It seems to be by far the best choice, but yeah, this one's the one that upgrades three different stats. I believe it's health, endurance, and I'm gonna take a look. Okay, so your maximum HP, your FP, and stamina. don't really want to waste a rune to show you, but I guess for the sake of the walkthrough I can. So let's take a look. I don't know if it just raises them directly instead of your stats like the other, but we're at 45, 17, 16, and then 1501, 105, 106. That's easy. 105, 106, 17, 16. Yeah, so you'll see this one doesn't touch our attribute points at all. It just raises the direct base stats. And it'll raise them a little more than Godric's would for those 3. But again, it doesn't touch the other ones. So you see our HP went up over 200 points. FP went up 20 FP, I believe. Stamina went up 20 as well. So, or not quite, I think 15. So it was 105 and 106 for those. And then I think HP was like 14 something, 1405. I'll have to go back and look, but I think Godric's is by far the better one. Because like I said, for in upgrading the, instead of upgrading the stats, upgrading the items isn't as good, because like when you upgrade endurance, hold on, let me take care of these guys so I can think straight. Also, I wouldn't recommend messing around with those guys. The reason I used all that FP to take them out was they have determination equipped, and they do. This one here's got a heavy weapon, and if your health isn't upgraded past like a, like 900, he'll one shot you. Like he would 2-shot me. Like that's how powerful he is. So I don't want to mess around with him. So for example, like the one we have equipped, it upgrades your stamina directly, where Godric's upgrades your endurance, which does upgrade your stamina as well, but it also upgrades your equipment load. Now I didn't look at equipment load on this one, but I don't think it touches it because the endurance stayed the same. So that's why I think Godric's is better. See, you get that, you get higher strength, you get higher dex, you get intelligence, you get faith, and you get arcane all upgraded as well with Godric's, as opposed to, getting a little bit more HP, a little bit more FP, and a little bit more stamina, which I think is pretty negligible if I remember right. So, alright, this part's kind of tricky. So we're going to drop down. I'll probably die at some point. Now this, when you drop down, is going to break. So I recommend you try to just ease off as gently as you can, and you might be able to catch it on the lip that doesn't break. That will guarantee that you survive the fall. The closer you are to this end, when it breaks, if you don't catch the lip, the more likely you are to survive, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Yeah, we caught right here. So sometimes if you miss the edge of this and go down with it, you'll survive, but it's not 100%. Okay, there we go. I also have been able to drop on this and then as it's falling, roll off into there, which will cut some of the platforming we have to do, but you'll still have to come back out around this way, so. I think, so that one over there breaks as well. I think, yeah, there's no way to survive it. Nice. So this looks tough, but it's really not that bad. We're going to drop down to that brazier right there. I don't think I've ever actually missed it, even though it looks kind of hard. Alright, and then we're going to jump. Jump again. You may want to take that guy out before you drop down. It's up to you. Alright, we're going to go left. Even though we want to go right, this is going to open a shortcut. I would recommend grabbing. And there's a rune arc up here. You'll miss out if you don't go this way. So the rune arc and the there's an enemy through there, but I'm going to open the shortcut just in case we die. That way you don't have to do that platforming again. It's a long ladder. Okay, there's nothing in there. And that'll take us to where we fought those two guards. Alright, so we're going to have our encounter with the flame monk ahead. If you didn't go ahead to Volcano Manor, what I showed you a while back when we got the upgrades for this weapon, or whatever weapon you're using, this will be your first encounter with the Black Flame Monk. If you didn't do that, because we were jumping real far ahead, they're pretty tough. They've got a lot of health. And they do a lot of damage, so I'd recommend having your FP topped off and then using whatever the, best offensive attack you have. And then you might want to buff going in there as well. They're not anything to be scared of, but you don't want to come around the corner with your health low and nice, we got one of their gauntlets. I really like those. Definitely adds to our fashion. I think I had this. Yeah, I had their hood on earlier too. Oh, nice. We can, if we use that, I can drop the Great Shard. There's your rune arc. Alright, so we're going to drop down. This is where we landed earlier. Probably don't want to go this way, actually. You might want to go and take the elevator back. It's probably the smarter way to do it. Alright. And that's where we took the elevator up, and we're going to take a right. This one is really tricky. I don't know, it seems like when I survive, it feels like I'm like glitching the game or not doing something right. I usually just try to land on that beam running across with the spool in the middle. That's what the elevator is cable is connected to. So I try to land on the fat part there, and usually it'll push me off to the ledge there, but it's just high enough to break our fall. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. So, oh yeah, we got pushed off the wrong way. Alright, so we're going to try that again. That's alright, because it allowed me to show you the shortcut that we opened. I overshot a little bit there. So, why am I not seeing the elevator below? Did we call it down when we fell? I don't know if that messes us up or not. I think it might actually. I don't even know how we would fix that. Alright, so we want to kind of land on the, as you're looking at the pole and the brazier there, you want to land on the right half of the pole so it pushes you off to the landing area. I did it again, didn't I? God dang it. Normally what happens is I land on top of the elevator a little bit. First time I played through this, it took me so many times dropping down to get this. I can't even remember how many. Also, don't worry about using your health or mana or anything, because there's a grace as soon as we get to the bottom, which will be not long after we make this drop, if we ever do. There we go. So that calls the elevator back. Alright, so ahead we've got a boss. It's going to be a black flame monk. Excuse me. So you may want to equip whatever you can. It's going to help you out. Let's see here. Thought we had some better trousers than that. Clean rots are definitely an improvement. It's a pretty tough fight, to be honest. Depending on how you're leveled out, it'll be worse or not as bad, so. I think blood might be the way to go against them. You can definitely try putting him to sleep as well. It would probably make him pretty easy. And we've also got the rot we can use as well. There we go. So now we can switch to the crossbow. Main thing is here you're going to want to summon. I think, let's see. Our mimic is, ooh, that's not going to work. +4. We can try Ingval. He might do alright, but and then there's going to be a night before you get down there, so. Like I said, those guys are pretty tough. So, That should be enough to get us started. And he's gonna be able to throw black flames too. I don't know if you might have faced one, depending on how much you stuck to the guide so far, if you've been following it. But this one's pretty tough. I think we're probably slightly under-leveled for him where we're at, but he's definitely doable though, as long as you have some sort of summon that can keep him distracted. But he'll chew through their health pretty quick, so we might need to upgrade him a little further to actually defeat it. But we'll go ahead and give it a shot, see where we're at. Plus the music's really cool in this fight. Oh shit. Messed up that. You can see just how much damage he does. It's pretty gnarly. I screwed up. The tough part about him, I think, is his AI is really good about basically like whenever you try to heal, he'll throw the black flame projectiles, you know, that we have. Black flame ball or whatever it's called. I think it's just black flame. Yeah, he'll throw these anytime you try to heal, which makes it really difficult to heal or use potions. So you gotta like get the timing and rhythm down on that. And I suggest you go ahead and, you know, equip whatever you want before you go in. I don't want to sit. I think we only have +4s other than Invol. There you go. We're dead. No? Whew. He's gonna do an AoE there. Oh, we got him low. Shit, I hate that. Ah! His, move he does where he puts his, staff forward and spins it. Man, it'll chew through your health in no time. So, I think I'm gonna bust a rune arc for this. Sorry, I'm trying not to sniff and snort here, but... Magic might be a good one, too. That'll help you against his Black Flame. Pearl Drake I always like because it, you know, cuts back on everything. Flame obviously would be really good too. I should have the other. No, we'll get it in Forbidden Lands. So I guess we'll go with Flame. Or you can go with Phlox. Don't have the Jar of Alexander yet, unfortunately. What's that one go to? 17 and 24. I think that might be the move, going as defensive as possible. It's a good spot to farm him too. They've got a couple really cool items. Our last blood grease. Damn it, I was trying not to get caught in that. You can see where I screwed up there. It's easy to see. Should have had all my buffs done before we went in. And I dicked around too much. And didn't have them up. And then the time I spent getting him up allowed him to take out our summon. I want to go make sure. It'd be a good time to see if you have any summon upgrades, just so they can last a little bit longer in the fight.
Greetings, are you here for...
We don't have anything. We need to do some cave diving, apparently. That's not good at all. Caelid Sellsword +6 might actually be the way to go in that fight. Oh no, Ingval's +6 too. Why is it +5 here? Oh, it's plus, yeah, okay. She's telling us it's plus.
Well, I took you've no man to lay out your arm.
Alright, so we don't have anything there we need to do. Oh, we get so close a couple times. I think this guy's, for me, one of the top maybe 5 or 10 bosses in the game. Just kind of like when you fight him and stuff. I was hoping he dropped his armor eventually. Alright, can we throw on anything? Throw on a headband. Get extra health. Alright. We've got a couple things I want to throw on here too. Oh, we never got rid of this stupid thing. Shit. Shouldn't have found that on there with that. And I didn't throw my buffs on again. Oh well, we're just gonna fight him. Come on, buddy, get him. Whoa, that was weird. No, don't do that move. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. Come on. Damn it. Why do I keep missing that? There we go. I don't know if I ate that crowfoot or foulfoot early enough. I think I did, but I'd recommend you always eat it right when you know you're about to drop the boss. So, but the reason I used it is I think it actually pays more than the Rune, the talisman for the golden scarab. Alright, so there's Slayer Greatsword. Show it to you. It's one I was thinking about using. I've never used it. But it's definitely looks cool. It's really heavy, but it's got a good good Ash of War on it for sure. It's got a ton of reach. And it's kind of got its own moveset, really. It's in between vertical and horizontal strikes. You can see they're kind of more diagonal. And the Ash of War is a black flame. You kind of bring it back and then that's with the R2 follow-up. Was that FP there, I guess? Or no, it's a L2 follow-up. It's supposed to do pretty fair amount of damage. See the end of the blade's kind of crazy looking. It's like split in two. You should have a fair amount of runes for upgrades. So we're right at where we need to end this anyways. That took a lot longer than I expected, but did a lot of dying, didn't we? So down there, you just go down over to where that map fragment totem is right there, where we picked up the map fragment a long time ago. Or you can, and then you can just ride around this downward slope right here, and it'll take you where all those chairs are down there at the bottom. And you can pick up that Somber 9 if you haven't yet. Or, was that a 9? Or an 8? I can't remember. I think it was a 9. I think it was a 9. I have trouble remembering, but it was one of the higher end somber stones. So alright. Let's see what else we got. We already did that. I don't know why it wasn't marked. That was where we got the golden scarab. So alright. I think we probably should head back up here. The last thing we were doing was up that way. I just wanted to knock this tower out before we moved on any further, since that's going to wrap up most of what we've done here in Caelid. Caelid's weird too. I did want to mention there's a lot of like stuff over here that's like beginning of the game level type stuff, and then some of it over here, especially there's a catacomb down here and some of the things in this area that are really more like late game as far as level that you need to be. So Caelid's all over the place, so you don't really do it all at once like Liurnia or Limgrave, or I have it anyways, but I'll have to take a look and see where the last place we were was. One thing I need to do real quick is we've got a somber, I think it's the somber, smithing bell bearing that we need to grab. I think we got the standard one. We just need the somber one. Yeah, we got the 1 through 4 here. And we need to get the 3 and 4 here. Oops. Sorry, I was trying to take a drink of my soda at the same time as playing the game. It wasn't working out. Alright. I think we're going to keep going faith for now. I like it. Alright. I probably need some more mind too. Definitely need more endurance. Wow. I didn't realize how low that was. We're getting by with our Sword Seal and our Godric Rune on that. And always check your flasks. I can't remember the last time we checked that. Of course. Alright, so the next place we need to go, I would say you can go wherever you want, but we're probably going to go right here. And need to grab the somber bell bearing so we can buy somber 3 and 4s. And there's a good shield over in here that does basically like the Blessed Dew Talisman will raise your health every second a few points. It's a large shield, but with that, status effect is really good, so probably would go pick that up as well. So we'll be back up in Altus Plateau in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy that Godric or God Slayer Greatsword, let me know how you like it. I think we may try it eventually, but we're good for now. So catch you guys in the next one.